like when I first like got to America, you know, because like I always wanted to do something creative with my life in Guatemala. Like the best choice I had was architecture. Felt like it was gonna allow me to like create like beautiful houses. But then that was because I felt like over there my opportunities were limited, you know. But then I came here and everybody was giving me advice about like how like you have to take all the opportunities they have and shit. But then I saw how everybody had the wrong idea of the opportunity this country had. You know, like they just look at this country as like, oh, this is a place for me to work. When it's not like that, man. You have the opportunity to be whatever the fuck you want. And I was like, okay, I wanna make music, and like I started making music. And like since I was a kid, I would always be making rhymes. Like I would listen to people, like I would listen to like let's say Romeo Santos singing, and I was like cleaning the house with my sister, and then I would just like with the same beat and the same rhythm he was singing the song, I would put my own lyrics to it, making fun of my sister.
When you got here, was that your first priority, or was it like something?
No, I like it took me a while, you know, to be
Really?
like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do for real, because there were so many options, you know, like when I first came here, since I was like in a sense a little ignorant, like there was so many things that I didn't know about, you know, and like everything new was kind of appealing, you know, like filmmaking and like audio production. I just realized how like here there's people doing really like whatever they want and they're making money. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but I know it's gonna be hard because I don't have the money to pay the career. Plus, it's gonna be hard because like there's so much shit I'm gonna have to learn. And it's gonna be hard because like people around me doesn't really understand the idea of like being your own boss and like live like a comfortable life.
And how does it feel when people tell you, like, you can do this if you don't have this amount of money? Like, has that ever got into you? Have you ever been like, okay, you know what, like they might be true, but fuck it, I'm still gonna do it?
I mean, it has happened. Like a lot of people has told me, like, hey, listen, you should focus more on money, not on your dream. Like whatever it is that you want to do, just keep it as a hobby for now. But like, get to jobs and like work your ass off, and then open a business, and then maybe you do it. I think okay, that's a good advice. Like they're telling me to like look at the future, but like they have the wrong perspective of of working hard. They think that the only way to make it is like working hard, like actually hard. Like they feel like if they don't get tired, they didn't work hard.
Hard enough.
Yeah.
What is your motto? Like, what saying is the one that keeps you like, okay, it's me, like your motto?
I wouldn't say like I have a saying that describes me, but like just the idea of being able to do whatever you want, how I want it, not depending on anybody. Because like I feel like all the times I depend on somebody to do anything, it just takes longer.
Or it doesn't come out the way you want it to.
Yeah, like how do you start it? And did not like YouTube thing.
I don't know. I just feel like I've always liked photography and like video making because everybody was like so basic. Back then, 2013, 2012 was like YouTube was the shit. If you got a million views, you were like the shit, But now a million views is nothing. If you don't have more than a million views, it's like you're not that poppin' or whatever, Even though it's still big. Back then, it was like shit. Like if you got viral or if you got paid out of YouTube, you were like important. And like I never want to be like important, but I just always wanted to feel like recognized, express myself, because I like writing. I express myself through writing, but I don't share it with the world because a lot of people don't like to read. Writing takes a lot more time if you want to be a writer, and I found YouTube to be almost the same thing. It's just like you're actually interacting with people.
To be honest, that's like how I'm trying to live my life too. Like how your passion is driving you to find ways to do it. Not like harder, but like just easier and like with the best outcome.
Best outcome, yeah. YouTube is like one of the easiest ways to like make a living out of,
If you're looking into the future, like it's taking over. Netflix is taking over the TV. Spotify, SoundCloud is taking over the radio. YouTube is taking over. Like
nowadays.
Uber is taking over taxis. I mean,
Yeah.
like you have to be
Smart, you gotta
in it. You have to be like
keep
educating yourself. But yeah, that's it. When did you first start smoking kush?
Ooh, I remember my first time. I was 15 when I first tried weed. I was at school. It was with this friend. I don't know. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't know if people are okay with me telling the
Yeah,
names.
tell him the shit.
But-
Like, oh, you snitch.
You snitch.
told me.
I remember he brought like this edible. It was like a brownie. And you like back then you have a brownie, like you're the shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I wanted to try it. I'm like, fuck it. He only gave me like this piece, like he gave it to me and I was like, dude, come on, just give me another piece. He's like, nah, bro, because it's your first time and I don't know how you're gonna react. I'm like, who gives a fuck? He did not want to give me any more. So he gave some of my other homegirls and I snatched it from them and I ate it and they were all looking at me like, what the fuck? This bitch is really trying to get faded up in this bitch. Then,
Like, she doesn't want to share that.
I know. And then they got mad at me because I took it away from them, but I was a savage. I did not care. I remember like it had like a nasty taste. Like edibles in general don't really taste that great, but you know, it was only 15 minutes that I waited. And since I took a lot, it obviously hit me fast. But I didn't know because it was my first time. So we went into class and I sit down. Luckily, we were watching a movie that day. The teacher turned off the lights. You know, you couldn't really see who the fuck was acting up. So
It was convenient.
Yeah, I was sitting down and I told the dude that gave me the edible and I was like, dude, I'm feeling sleepy. I thought that the ceiling was moving, but it was me. Like I was like going like that and I saw like purple and green. I was like, dude. And then I started getting sleepy and I'm like, dude, I feel sleepy. And I was laying on his shoulder. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, get up. And then he was like, Cynthia, I'm serious. Like, he's like, get the fuck up. You cannot sleep right now. And I was like, why? He's like, because you can't. I got like super thirsty. I got like, ugh.
Was there water around or you have to
No,
struggle to
I
get
didn't
some
have water. I tried to act normal. I told the teacher, can I go drink water? And I was trying to act as normal. I thought it was acting
Were
stupid.
your eyes red? Were you like, oh fuck?
No, I couldn't. The lights were off, so I couldn't see myself.
Oh, fuck,
you
yeah,
know, she just let me go, and I couldn't walk. I feel like I was like, whoa, like I feel like a fucking squid. You know, like it was just crazy. And then I drank so much water, got so full, like the weirdest experience ever. I feel like everybody's first experience with weed is like the weirdest. You know, it's like you trippy as fuck. So I remember I came out of the class. The dude that gave me the edible was helping me walk. And then I remember I was telling my homegirls, I was like, you're such a good friend. I was crying. I was telling everybody how good of a friend they were. Everybody was looking at me like, it's okay. And I was like,
you're just high. We know what you're going through.
I know, that shit was crazy. And like after that, like I just started eating edibles. I was too afraid of smoking because I just felt like, oh no, smoking's another level, you know? So
But it's actually not that. It's
it's the opposite. It's the opposite.
You're smoking, you set your limits. Like, okay, I feel
Yeah.
high right now. I'm waiting for another hit.
Yeah.
Then I'm okay, maybe another one. But with edibles, you never know.
You never
like,
know what the fuck. So that was the craziest experience ever. My first time doing weed and shit, it was crazy. I tripped out the whole day. And after that, I never ate that much. Like, I would get faded, but not to the point like that, because that shit was crazy. I didn't get paranoid or anything. I just got like
that shit
so
was
emotional.
crazy.
That shit hit me. That shit hit me hard. I was like, I have a friend, she remembers too. We always talk about her. Her name is Noemi. I think she's gonna be okay if I say it. Every time we talk, she always reminds me of that shit and it's hilarious. But she was the person I was crying to. I was telling her like, oh, you're such a great friend. Cause I've known her since like the 4th grade.
But when like she reminds you of it, does it feel like funny or like is it like funny, embarrassing?
No, it's funny. For me, it's funny. Like, it's not embarrassing. I don't care if I act stupid or I cry to people. For me, it's just funny because it was my first time doing weed, you know? Like, it's just funny to me every time she reminds me. I'm like, fuck, dude. I should have known better. After that, he never gave me anything. Like, nothing. He felt like I was gonna get like that day.
How far do you think you're gonna make it into the YouTube and shit?
How far? I don't
Like
know.
when you look at the big stars, like not to compare yourself to someone, but like who do you look up in like in that industry that you would be like, okay, I like the type of success he has. I want that.
Honestly, like, I don't have a favorite YouTuber because I'm a person that I like different things and I'm always changing my mind. This is famous YouTuber, his name is David Dobrik. He's so hilarious. He comes out with the craziest ideas. It's funny, you know, there's not a day where he cannot make you laugh. And I like that, you know, like you just go on YouTube and a person makes you laugh, it makes your day. But there's certain YouTube channels that are helpful, that teach you stuff. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a favorite YouTuber, but like I look up to a lot of people.
He's someone for example.
This YouTuber called Superwoman. She's been a YouTuber since like forever, and like it took her years to get to where she's at. She has 13 million subscribers, but it took her years, and it took her time, it took her dedication, you know, content, you know. But she made it big, you know. She is a big YouTuber. She's like one of the highest paid YouTubers, you know. but it just depends on what you do and the type of things you do on your channel. I feel, you know, and the type of vibe you get to people, you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, you don't want to get people confusing. I'm like, oh, I thought you were this, but you know.
I know. Like sometimes I do videos and I upload them, but I'm not happy with them because I feel like that's not me. At the moment that I am right now, I feel like I'm not like sad or depressed. I feel like I'm not living my best life because of my situation. That's why I don't have like fun things to do, you know, because I'm busy with one thing, you know.
So you feel like you need to do like more fun things to expand your mind a little bit and
Yeah,
to start having all those ideas that you used to have
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Like I could have a good time just being with you right here talking, like, you know. But sometimes like you want to do more. You want to go like to certain places to express yourself, you know, like stuff like that.
No, of course.
Honestly, if I make it big, that would be good. I feel like anyone that goes into YouTube wants to make it big, you know, because it's not the easiest job, because it's like if you get it as a job, it's pretty hard because you have to edit, film, you have to come up with ideas, you have to be creative, you know, and if you're not, like, it's hard, but I really like it. I feel like it just takes patience and dedication to make it big. You know, that's what I'm willing to do. I really like YouTube.
You have to have a like kind of like a competitive mentality, you know, but like friendly competition.
Yeah.
You know, like
You can bash someone,
Yeah,
expect
just like
you to be bigger than them.
trying to be like the best
You
one,
have to
but
be
like
humble, yeah. You have
on
to-
your own way without
Yeah.
without hurting anybody else. And like,
Yeah, it depends on who you are, you know. Not everybody's gonna be like you. Not everybody's gonna think like you. There's people who are gonna want to bring you down for their own success. And you just can't let that get to you or affect you in any way.
fuck that. Cool. Shoot back. How you liking the video? Leave all the comments over there, okay? Ask questions, because we're here to answer them.
Do you guys want more interviews?
Any subjects you want to see,
Subjects.
you know, any famous people?